What's up, everyone? It's just weather here, and today we'll be looking at the winter forecast 2019 through 2020 number 2. This will be an updated version of the first one we just did, uploaded about a week ago. So anyways, let's get right into this winter forecast. Here we have the overall outlook of the this winter, and first we have this warm and dry region over the California, Nevada, and northwestern Arizona, and this will be very warm and dry throughout the season. Next we have this region around the Oregon, Idaho, and Washington region, and this region won't get much snow this season, but it still will see snow. It just won't. It'll be below average snowfall than last year. Next we have this flip-flop pattern over the region of New Mexico, Colorado, Wyoming, and Montana, and this will be just seeing very flip-floppy weather. Like sometimes you can see wet and just horrible winter. Sometimes you can see pretty good snow, and sometimes you can see some above average temperatures in that region throughout the season. Next we have the Clippers. Clippers are really just low pressure systems that bring a lot of snow that just come throughout the season. And I have this across the Oklahoma, Kansas, Nebraska, and the Dakotas. And they'll just be this area will just get hit with a lot of these Clippers. And then we have this frigid region over the Illinois, Indiana, Iowa, Missouri, and parts of Kentucky, and it'll just be really frigid throughout the season. Maybe you could see some above average temperatures in some days, but it'll just be really frigid in the season. And we also have this Arctic blast region over the Minnesota, Michigan, and Wisconsin area, and this will be Arctic blasts are really just very cold weather that it's very cold weather that brings lots of snow, and it's really frigid. Not as this frigid, but very colder than that. Next, we have this no snow region over the southern Texas. Really, these Gulf states will see no snow this season, sadly. But it possibly might see snow, a very tiny bit of snow one day. But it is very unlikely to see snow this season. Next, we have this little warm and wet region. I put over the Georgia, Carolinas, and Alabama, maybe some Mississippi, and Tennessee. It'll be really warm and wet. You might see snow this season, but you won't see much snow. But it'll be warm and wet, so lots of rain. It'll be warm, and it'll be about like 50 degrees. Not that warm. Not really even 50 degrees, probably like 30 degrees, but it'll just be not really a good winter for you guys. Lastly, we have this worst of winter. This is really the worst of winter. It'll be very cold, lots of snow, and there'll be ice storms in this area also. So that's why I put the worst of winter over these New York, Pennsylvania, Massachusetts area region. And here we have the precipitation outlook. this season of winter. And first of all, we have the slightly below average. You won't really notice this throughout the season. It'll just it'll be a little bit below average of precipitation you might have got last year. And here we have the above average. You'll really see some above average precipitation. You might not notice it that much, but you might notice it in some parts. Next, we have the slightly above average around that above average region, and this will just, you won't really notice it either. Maybe a few days you might notice it, but like I said, you really might not notice it this winter. Here we have the temperature outlook, and first we have this slightly above average over the California, Nevada, and Arizona type region, and you won't really notice this, like I said, but some days you might notice it, and you'll really notice it if you're in this well below average temperatures. This is about 5 or maybe even 10 degrees below average over these Wisconsin, Northern Illinois, and Michigan states, and you really notice this below average temperatures. And the next blue is above average. You might notice this, you might not. Some days you might, some days you not. But like I said, you might notice it some days, you might notice it not really, but yeah. And then you have the third layer. Like I said last time, you might notice it, you might not notice it some days, but yeah, it'll just be well below average around these purple and blue. Might not really be around this light blue. If you are new, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on those notifications, and make sure to share with your friends and family so I can keep posting these type of videos. And I do have a fall foliage, when to expect your fall foliage peak coming out soon, so stay tuned for that. And like always, stay safe. See you guys.